Alright, attempt number 2 at getting this game going here. We're still on... This is Temple Field, right? Yeah. And starting in the top left, we got team number 1 with Spiral and Neutron, Orc and Night Elf. And it's a mirror in the bottom. OC playing the Night Elf. And INSUP playing Orc. So, yeah, there was a disconnect. They were playing TC Headhunter, Keeper Hunts versus TC Headhunter, Keeper Hunts. Let's see if perhaps they go into similar builds here. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, INSUP opening exactly the same. Spiral as well. It's actually... Wait, so these guys have the same position as they did last game, but OC and INSUP got inverted. Do we still see the Keeper on Keeper violence in the middle of the map with those entangles being cast on one another? I'll start actually a little bit forward. You know, in the mirror, like, so you got mirrors in one-on-one, right? And it seems like whoever has the slightly better creep route and gets better items can get a big advantage. In this case, the only build difference yet again is that Spiral is going later TC and quicker Headhunters. But on this map, like I said, it's a lot about creeping the center. So you're gonna want to creep like something small here, and then you go into the center, and then you creep. And it's just the keepers are kind of zoning one another out. You can try and catch the opponent's Headhunters with your own keeper. But if the opponent's keeper is there, then you get entangled and surrounded. So it's very, very dicey to actually pull that off properly. So we'll see exactly how this evolves. Actually, Neutron catching one of those whiffs, gonna force a detonate early on. Is that worth it, doing this? I don't like this build by INSUP. Like, his war mill is delayed. Like, it feels... I mean, his TC is out earlier, but when the TC of Spiral is out, he's already gonna have like 2 Headhunter and the third one almost there. OC actually going straight for those Headhunters. Ooh, okay. So both keepers are gonna be on top of the orcs this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
He actually goes for the entangle, even though he can't really hit it. Interesting. I mean, with the shop on the way, you have to imagine Spiral will be fine and not lose that. And yet, by the way, 2 racks from both orcs. Oh, he's gonna get a Moonwell there. What a teammate. Neutron didn't make this when he played 2-on-2 with me, I can tell you that. Didn't see no Moonwell in my base. In fact, he didn't even come TP when I was being attacked by 2 players.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's really trying to go after that Headhunter. Oh my god, they're playing Ring Around Rosie. Ring Around the Pine Trees on Temple Field. On the other side, perfectly zoned out. So neither TC... Okay, this is really weird. It's very rare that you will see a game like this where no creeping is allowed, but both of the keepers have done a pretty good job preventing any creeping from happening here. But now finally we're gonna get started with that. Both elves have gone for Ultra Vision. They're just gonna mass hunts for now. And Neutron... Well, okay, they're catching each other's hunts here, but there is actually a Headhunter to reinforce. It's kind of awkward.
A player's forces are under attack.
So OC gets the kill. He could get it. What? Why didn't they chase? Oh, he's gonna dust. I was like, because he could have attacked this and maybe with one entangle force a TP or kill that. Trying to run away, that is gonna be intercepted. TC very close to 2. Oh my god. The NA team, with all the luck in the world, they found true shots. This is huge. Because when you play with this build, you don't have a bottom. You have to go for the keeper for entangle, but now they've got true shots to work for them. Every single one of these Headhunters, plus 3 attack. This is huge. Keeper still with 0 XP. They're fighting a little bit in the middle. Even brought some wisps here. And so did OC. This is a very high level game, I gotta say. I mean, these guys, they made it to the finals. So both teams are extremely good. But yeah, TC for INSUP, very close to level 3. It's not super healthy. On the other side, we found Boots of Quel'Thalas. Not the best, you know, makes you a little bit tankier. You attack a little bit quicker, but that's not always necessarily what you want on a Torrent Chieftain. Or on your army in general. Gets a ring here as well, wow. And we got 34 supply for OC. 33 for Neutron. He's getting chased away. Ooh, there is no entangle, so he's not in too much danger of being forced to TP here or dying. Spiral started feeling that he was unsafe in the center and the game wasn't really going their way, so he pulled all the way back to creep on the side instead. Where's this guy coming in with no hit points? The Hunt, can he get it? So close. OC, maybe a block? No. Just gets out. But yeah, TC went and picked up some healing and he's now level 3. They both did the one moon well in their teammates' base. What a bunch of bros, you know? That's the way it should be, you know? Work in synergy, help out each other. 36 supply for Neutron, 40 for Spiral, 40 for OC, and 40 for INSUP. So Neutron is just, I guess, one hunt behind where he should be, but other than that, it's fine. I mean, he did lose some hunts. Spiral kind of getting... He's gonna TP, maybe here to the back? Oh, he TP's on the top. Both armies were on top of him. Now Neutron comes in. Thank you so much, Sakmandu, for the resub, my dude. Welcome back. Big Stomp is gonna land. Wisp's already connected, so they remove a bunch of the mana that was on it. Spiral is not quite tier 2, so he can't buy mana potions. And both of these TCs, they've used most of their mana. They're soon gonna have one single additional Stomp. It looks like INSUP and OC are doing pretty good. True Shot is helping a ton here on all of their ranged units. TC gets level 4 for INSUP. They've cleaned up house. And team number 1 is getting demolished here in that fight. TC comes back in for a big Stomp. He's gonna be able to land it. But they really don't have that many units left over. They go for the surround on the TC. There's no TP! He needs to break free. He's gonna transfer his own TP from his keeper. I didn't even think of this. So Spiral, he's gonna be able to get out here for the time being, but even getting to the back of his base and healing is gonna be extremely tricky. They've lost so much, the numbers don't lie here. It's 38 supply and 31 against 22 and 26.
Players' forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
That's 48 versus 69. It took me 5 minutes, but I just did the math, boys. Math on stream. Keeper level 3 on this side, and they're just gonna tap out here. Wow. Back to the lobby, very convincing. They get a very good item. And Spiral chooses to stay a little bit longer in the game, but we're gonna be heading into game 2, so it's gonna be, again, it's loser's choice the way we drafted maps. And the loser choice was Phantom Grove for team number 1. So I'm gonna host that. This is the one map that I don't have in the usual folder because it's an actual melee map, I guess. That's like in the main folders. My game is up. NA represent, guys. Even on Europe host, they played pretty well. I mean, it's not like they got like an insane ping, you know, obviously like 100 to 120. It's not the best, but it's still playable. I really feel like it's from like, I guess 160 to 180 where it really starts being shitty. And then once you have like, if we're talking like 250 to 300, this is very bad, obviously. But they're not there. Only Neutron, I guess, would have that if we played on NA host. So that's why the second series, oh sorry, this entire series is Europe host, and is the last series, the other one with Neutron, who will only have one NA host. So if, let's say if Neutron plays 6 maps, only one of them will have a really bad ping in. I thought that's what was the fairest. I mean, the fairest would be if we finally had some East servers, because then that would fix all of these problems. So hopefully in the future we can get that. Alright, straight into map 2. Yo! What's up, FGTV? Rooting for NA, of course. I expect no less. A fighting game legend yourself. Always hanging out in INSUP's chats. They delivered. Honestly, game 1, that was pretty impressive. Obviously, they got a very good item, which helps a lot, but the way they were fighting even before that, or even before the disconnect in the initial game 1, I thought they were doing well with that surround on Neutron. They really have showed good mastery of 2-on-2 in a tournament that's very stacked. Remember, we had 10 teams entering this tournament. 10 teams of 3, that's 30 players in total. And a lot of Europe's finest. And only one single NA team. Now they're in the finals, they're looking pretty strong. And they got like a very good synergy. I showed one of the clips previously on my stream of when INSUP and OC won their match in the semifinals. These guys were hyped up. INSUP was shouting all over the place. Honestly, just rip headphone users if you were in there with the sound a little too loud. I expect another mirror. To be honest, yeah, in this series, they're only gonna play this one style that they played, unless they want to do something crazy, but I really don't see it. The problem is that if you want to play anything different, you're supposed to be behind by default, right? Let's say OC wanted to play like, I don't know, Demon Hunter is not going to be useful, for example. Because you can still get surrounded easily, and then in fights, he's just kind of at the front dying and not doing a ton of damage anyway. So Keeper seems like the best by far regardless. Priestess could be good because of True Shot, but it's like kind of risky. You could fall very far behind if you open Priestess because you're not going to have much control with the entangles compared to the opponents. Let me know about the sound levels, by the way, because I want to make sure it's fine. Like, we got 90 seconds delay, but if it pops too much and stuff, I can always put the microphone a little bit further. To me, there is no greater disappointment than when I cast the whole day and then I upload the VODs on YouTube and then I check out one of them and then I hear pop, 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 like popping all over the place. I'm like, this is just the worst. So I really hope you guys let me know if that's the case, because then I can look into fixing it ASAP, because I don't hear myself in my own earphones. And Tangle on the one whiz that was there. So that's going to be basically that one Moonwell that we saw before prevented on this side of the map. Whereas here it was already started. Ooh, that, did he deny? Oh, he entered the burrow just before. That was sick. So a kill was prevented here. OC getting caught a little bit on the other side. Spiral actually opened Stomp here. And he's blocking him. If he can land one more Stomp, might be able to force a TP. If he stomps now, he will be too far. He needs to block better, but if he's blocking, then he can't use Stomp. And the Keeper barely gets out. And you know, this would be one of those moments where if we were, like, let's say on NA host, you could maybe blame the ping, but now he's the one with the ping advantage. Spiral has 30 MS on my host. OC is the one with, I think it was around 100. Neutron gonna be getting chased away here finally as well. We had another entangle there, so I guess he killed just the one. Yeah, that's one headhunter, I assume, right? 40 XP. The other side, we haven't killed anything actually from Neutron, but he did slow him down a lot. That's a too big a camp to do, especially with the Keeper around. He should have gone for this. I don't know why he's trying to do. That might be overly ambitious, to be honest, even though he has a lot of headhunters. Yeah, you see on the other side, Spiral did like a very small camp, and now he does the expo. Spiral's doing the right creep routes that you should do, I think. These are like the easier camps. Like, this is really small and easy. This is also like just slightly a level above. I don't like that INSUP went straight for an orange, but I tell you what, if he gets a very good item, that could be excellent for him here to have gone for this. Interception from OC on one of those headhunters. He has ultra vision. Look at the vision, how far this is. He sees the entire map. He sees the entire flat earth that we live on, guys. From edge to edge. The score is up to date, right? I can't really see the one for some reason. Whoa! Okay, well that was not the best stomp I've ever seen. Spiral and 34 supply. We've got 34 for INSUP as well. This keeper is being super annoying. Yeah, INSUP hasn't been able to really finish this. I'm honestly so shocked that he went for this camp. He's gonna get a hunt? Ooh, that's big. Yeah, I mean, when you have this many headhunters, especially with +1 attack, you're gonna feel very confident that you can kill the hunts of your opponent. OC is still harassing, even with a low 8 point keeper. I guess he just wants to entangle from max range. Yeah, you see, like, when the opponent's fully engaged from the creeps, that's when you want to go in. But Spiral turns on that hunt. He's gonna use speed scroll here. Not that useful speed scroll, actually, because he can't even really chase. $36 supply. Actually, 40 and 38. 38 and 38. So it's still very equal. Greater healing for Spiral. So great item here to find on the Tauren Chieftain. Because this guy, you know, he goes in, he uses stomps, and sometimes you just kind of want to get him out of here and you end up targeting him. And on the other side, we had a 1 mana stealing. This is the old version of Phantom Grove, right? Yes. And it's a little bit controversial to use this map because the one main point about it is that the mercenaries are really broken. But guess what? In this game, mercenaries were not used at all. So that makes me kind of happy. And the reason is that there is keepers on both sides. And Entangle really counters that one Murloc with the Ensnare super well. Yeah, this is the only map that when I see those games with mercenaries, I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have put that in the map pool, but I think it's been fine for the most part. It's not been abused to the point where I'm like, okay, this is really stupid, but I think for sure maybe I should have used the other Phantom Grove. In the future, maybe I'll be more careful and collect more feedback before I pick map pools and stuff. So he TP's there to make sure they are together to fight, because they saw wisps as well. They don't really know whether the opponent wanted to full-on engage yet. That greater healing is huge, you know? You might think 508 points is not that much, but that can make a world of difference. We've already used 2 TPs on the other side. So Neutron and Spiral, they still have their TPs, they have a greater healing. On the other side, we don't. Wall of the Wind is huge too, by the way. Especially, like, you want to use it on the TC, I think. Just keep this guy flying for as long as you can, and then go in and stomp everything. What do you get? Actually, Keeper got level 2 from that. Periapple of Vitality. And Razorman is about to go down, guys. Crystal Ball. Yeah, that's gonna be a sell, I guess. Oh, he sold the... he sold the Clarity. Yeah, he used Crystal Ball immediately. I don't know where he scanned, actually. But I think they might have seen one another. Yeah, they might be ready to fight here. Scroll of Protection, Healing Scroll. I think it might be better to give the Healing Scroll to the Keeper, but I guess the TC is supposed to be close enough to units that he's also going to be able to use that. Keeper level 1 only on Neutron's side. Oh my god, his Keeper... Okay, he's going to staff. I was going to say he's kind of zoned out. And I think they're ready to fight. Everybody is very close to 50 supply. They're going to speed scroll in. Oh my god. They aggro the creeps. Careful, guys. They end up pulling them back. I mean, these are like very weak creeps, but it's still, you're fighting them plus the opponents. Spiral TC going in. Oh, he's going to have to TP even if he uses the greater healing before. I don't know why they cyclone him. They should have just kept targeting because there was 2 armies attacking him entirely. So Wisps actually removed the entire mana pool from INSUP's TC. More Wisps coming in from the other side. Greater healing was finally used. Creeps end up fighting mostly Neutron and Spiral, but the position, it felt like it was maybe a little bit better for them. They're just trading blow for blow. The creeps on the other side, they want a piece of the action. They got woken up from their beauty sleep. And they end up engaging into back to the lobby and doing a lot of damage to them in the back. And remember, OC does not have a TP here, so he needs to be careful. He's the one carrying a speed scroll. OC on 34 supply, 46 for INSUP, 38 for Spiral, and 35 for Neutron. So they're still very equal in numbers, actually. The TC, yes, a stomp! Oh, OC barely dodges the stomp from Spiral here. That's huge. He might have died, actually, if that landed. Neutron trying to go for the Forest Troll Warlord here. INSUP trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Scroll Protection was rebought from OC. They re-engaged that one creep. Who is he attacking? I can't even tell. Is he attacking the hunts? Yeah, he is. So this is pretty bad for Neutron. Are INSUP and OC actually doing this? Because this wasn't looking very good for moments. Treants kind of come back in. And there is no wisps from either side. So there's no wisp to remove them. INSUP coming back in with the TC, lands a giant stomp. Team back to the lobby. It looks like they might be slightly winning. Oh my god, TC is level 5 on Spiral's side of things as well though. That stomp was huge. They're both kind of out of mana. INSUP closer to a stomp than his opponent. Level 4 Keeper on OC. Level 3 on Neutron, who's got the staff. INSUP getting chased away a little bit here. Everybody's still on one base. INSUP 30 supply. OC 26. 24 for Spiral. 23 for Neutron. Back to the lobby has more supply. And their TC is, I think, yeah, slightly closer to 6, but honestly, it's very much equal. What a crazy fight. Look at how many bodies. It feels like 6 armies have died here. There's bodies literally everywhere. If this was a Game of Thrones episode, that'd be pretty scary what would be about to happen here. Those TC level 5 in particular, they're gonna be insane here. You wanna get some invuln. But yeah, the elves, they're just the mid shield really. Like they lose all of their hunts every time. 29 supply against 40. OC's done a better job kind of preserving his army count. TC comes back in at the bottom. I think he needs to maybe get full health and full mana before they re-engage. INSUP actually, oh my god, he already used Invis. They're gonna try to dive on top of Spiral. If he can land a giant stomp, oh my god, I can already see it coming. Because like, it's very hard to anticipate that the TC is gonna be there. But he might be able to realize from seeing the Headhunters and the aura being active. Wait. Does being Invis cancel the aura? Because he doesn't appear on these guys. Okay, they end up intercepting 4 hunts. This is very bad. Neutron already is lacking supply. Oh my god, they're gonna kill 3 of them. And Neutron now has 20 supply. He has 2 hunts and 1 keeper. That's it. That's his army. On the other side, OC on 40 supply. We've got 36 for INSUP. That's 76. And then 37 plus 20. That's 57. They're gonna try to defend back at home, which gives them a chance. Berserker actually just finished, so this is huge here for Spiral. His Headhunters are gonna be way stronger without upgrades. Oh, he intercepts the Wisps actually on the other side. And Shadowhunter is out now, so that's a little bit extra healing. The TC level 5 has a mana potion from Spiral. They're gonna Hex. Oh, he didn't go for healing. Oh my god, the TC. They end up killing the TC of INSUP. Before he gets level 6 or before he can do anything. Spiral getting targeted as well. He's gonna have to TP in a second. He's gonna throw one last stomp. All of these hunts are stunned. That's gonna be a little bit of extra XP gain. Shadowhunter got level 2. They could speed scroll and go for the chase even though the TC is not that healthy just yet. INSUP has to remake TC from scratch here. And OC is trying to evacuate. They're gonna speed scroll and chase. And they actually hex from afar. Can they get us around here? Oh my god, that would be huge. Oh, and they get it. Well, the anti-god was overkill, but... Wow, I cannot believe they pulled this somehow. It really looked like maybe back to the lobby was going to be able to seal the deal, but... And to be honest, the timing wasn't even incorrect or anything. It's just like everything finished barely on time for them to hold. So final map is going to be... Really? Vilreef? Alright then. I guess Jali Veliki is gonna be happy. Of course, if you guys haven't seen it yet, a PTR was just announced, including some great changes on the boats. So we could be seeing some boat maps entering the map pool eventually, maybe including Vilreef eventually. Because yeah, currently they're very, very good. They unload instantly with every unit, they're very fast. They don't cost a lot of money. They have a lot of hit points. Yo, Paquito, what's up, my dudes? That was a crazy fight. I think Vilreef got vetoed quite a bit in some series, but then sometimes he just makes it in there, so... Maybe some teams are like indecisive about exactly what map they appreciate more. Like Vilreef is definitely one of the bigger maps where you can creep quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really thought that team number 1 was in big trouble last game, but they hung in there and they got a big defense here at the end, and then they won the game. I think the TC of INSUP was lacking survivability. I don't think he had an invuln, and that's a big problem in this kind of game. Like, let's say he has an invuln and he dodges a war storm just before it happens. It's already like, it's almost game winning, just that one single move. But yeah, if you're gonna get war stomped on top of you and then you have 2 armies attacking you, you're gonna fall very quickly no matter who you are, even if you're a Tauren chieftain. So we're just waiting for Spiral. And we're 1-1 in that first series. Very important to score that one. Like, you never know what's gonna happen in the other. I feel like all the matchups are there, like kind of like up in the air. I guess maybe in the last series I would give the edge to Neutron and 1. Maybe. So yeah, it's even more important that OC and INSUP win here. If they do, it's looking pretty bad, pretty tough. Did you already talk about the PTR changes? Very briefly. Yesterday on stream, but I think I will be recording a video about this later on and then posting it on YouTube and probably put the link in my chat as well. I guess I can read the resub from... actually, wait, let's see. Sakmandu wrote after the resub, thanks for all you do for the scene. You're an important figure. All the tourneys, casting, tunnel, etc. Regardless of what some people may think about you. Well done. Thank you very much, Sakmandu, again. Welcome back, my dudes. Okay, score is updated. I don't know why. Wait, the one on the right side. Okay, no, never mind. It was only on my preview that it was showing a little funny. Look at this. Isn't this great? P. Then you alt tab and then you go on like... You're on your phone and on Tinder for like 2 minutes before you have to start anything. That's just amazing. Moon used to do that, guys. I remember I was practicing during one of the WG in an internet cafe and Moon was there. I'm not joking you. His games would start. He would just send wisps to the gold mine. Pick one wisp, start altar, press the hotkey for wisps. I think it's W. www. You would alt tab and go to Facebook and just chill for a minute. You had literally nothing to do in the start. And he loved that. Cap. So I expect another mirror. Yet again, I mean, why would they change, right? That's their main strategies that they've practiced, that they've perfected. I don't understand the reasoning behind going fast TC, because you can't creep much alone, but maybe on this map you get some small green camps small enough that you might be able to do. And on this map, the creeps at the expos in the center here are they're actually pretty tough. They're like the lobster, whatever, from Aquaman. And one of them does AoE, so they're not that easy to do. But like, remember, you can buy boats here, and they're very fast, and they go anywhere where there is water. So if you want to go from here to here, you don't have to go all the way around. You can just go here, unload instantly, and then start harassing the base. So that's why it's more encouraging to maybe take these bases. But the boats can still go, yeah, all the same, from like here to here, which is kind of close. But at least you're not immediately next to the gold mine. Like here, you can unload here. So you're literally next to the gold mine. So TC, as always. Oh, we got a bottom from Neutron. Maybe because of the map, they're mixing in something different. Maybe they will play a little bit more conservative. I mean, it's a big map where you can creep super easily. Yeah. When we played against team not from this planet, Cash on this map crept insanely fast. Like, it felt like he got leveled fast. 5 Tauren Chieftain in like just a few minutes, and then they attacked, and I was like, holy shit, like, how do you stop that? So this is definitely the one map where you want to do that. You can even use stomps on the creeps to creep a little bit more easily. OC though. He's gonna want to say something about this. He's already here in position on his side of the map. Goes for one of the entangles, but he's gonna get targeted. I don't think Spiral has picked a spell yet, but obviously he might save himself the opportunity to perhaps pick War Stomp. I can't quite see actually, my preview's not big enough. I'm gonna actually expand it a little bit, give me a sec. It's super hard to see right now, yeah. No, he hasn't picked anything, yeah. There is no Storm, there is no Endurance. Okay, now it picked Endurance. I think he was waiting to see if maybe the Keeper would overextend, right? If the Keeper goes in there, starts diving peons, maybe you block him a little bit, then you pick Stomp, you stun him, and then he dies. OC's Keeper not so healthy. And Neutron's actually doing a bit of running around here. So both of the Torrent Chieftains are going to be creeping quite a bit. They go for the somewhat safe Mer camps near their base, which are pretty easy to do at this stage. Well, I say easy, but actually these guys did a truckload of damage. They stow as well. Oh. My bad. OC got intercepted apparently. I don't know how, but... How did that happen? What the hell? I would have expected him to just run home, click on that. I don't know if he tried to buy a staff or something, and then he just... I apologize, guys. I'm gonna pull a Steve Harvey on this one and say I have to apologize. Yeah, see, this camp was like not so easy. At least when you go for this, you have a lot of damage. $34 supply for INSUP, 34 for Spiral, 36 Neutron, and 33 for OC. Of course, he lost his Keeper. That cost a little bit of money to remake. And yeah, the Keeper honestly not been able to do too much here so far. Priestess actually crept some small camps. I think, this over here, and got level 2. So that was the Keeper XP from killing the Keeper and that camp. And he actually used Rejuvenation Potion, so he can kind of save Moonwells for the time being. And he's actually, oh, that's so sick. He's using Owl to keep an eye on them, on the Keeper, because that's the main threat to Spiral. But actually, Spiral wasn't paying attention. TC dives on top of him. He's gonna have to TP out. And that's gonna be the camp going to team back to the lobby. So a big Creepjack here. They get Crystal Ball. He found a Mana Pendant earlier. That's one of the, I mean, the best item really to find here. Pretty sure that's gonna be a cell there eventually. I mean, I don't think you really need that. But yeah, making somebody lose TP at this stage is huge because he has no tier 2, so he can't really buy a TP in his base. He could get it there, but he has to wait for a long time here until it's daylight, basically. Neutron knew there was going to be a big attack coming, so he's getting APs at home, but he doesn't have much of an army, it seems like. 37 supply against OC's 39, there's a ton of headhunters here. I guess he saw the Pendant of Energy, he's like, oh, I already know. You guys are going to go for it, aren't you? So now Spiral has to cross the entire map. Neutron's trying to stay close to the Enchanter Force. He's sending Wisp, but I mean, what are I going to do against this anyway? Wisps on both sides. Spiral's finally coming in from the other side. We have almost 400 mana. Yeah, 400 mana here against what was less than 200. That's a big differential here in the amount of storms that they're going to have available. But he did have a mana steal, so that's going to equate those numbers. Big detonate, actually, inside of that Torrent Chieftain of INSUP. And there's still one more mana steal charge. Yeah, he just used that. So now, INSUP is the one that has no mana anymore. Both him and OC still have TPs. Stomp is going to land yet again on top of this. Keeper gets level 3. Perhaps Entangle level 2 on one of those units. TC not having mana is a big problem here. They actually go for the TC of Spiral. He has no TP. Neutron could actually transfer his. It did. If push comes to shove, he could actually TP out, but there's Moonwells available. He's not even going to need to. And they lost a ton of units actually trying to go for this yet. TC now has a Stomp as well. He's not going to waste it. He's not sure that would actually land here. Damn, those fights. And that TC is like, if you come at the king, you better not miss. I think they could have TP'd anyway, even if they're gotten really close, because Neutron just transferred the TP. Yeah, he needs to let that Pennant of Energy work. Just use double Clarity here. Double Moonwell, actually, down there. That's team play right there, guys. Take notes. Especially random team players. Every time I get a Night Elf in random team, I don't even see them the whole game. I want you to make 2 Moonwells in my base next time, boys. Spiral with a lot of creeping. And back to the lobby, still trying to be aggressive. They know that the Priestess doesn't have a TP because she gave it to the Torn Chieftain and they intercept. The NA team plays so aggressive. They're completely out of mana on that TC though. Yeah, it might be time to run now. Even though that TC of Spiral only has one single stomp, he does have Invuln and a Healing Salve. Yeah, that's always the fantastic combo of being able to use both to replenish mid-fight. Oh my god, Spiral really waiting till the last second to use this. Maybe he's gonna go for Moonwells. Goes for the Entangle. The invulnerability is popped. There is only one Moonwell! Oh my god. Oh my god. So he has to use that pretty much now, but then there is no healing potential here. There is no shop from... He can TP out, I guess. Technically, he could go in, stomp, fight, TP out, but then if he TPs out, Neutron dies. So essentially, he needs to be camping at the back. He's going in! Oh my god, of course he's gonna get entangled immediately. Where do you TP? Do you TP here with 1 hit points and then you can't heal? He TPs home! How is Neutron gonna survive? I don't know if they're even gonna realize, but... He's all the way back there. I guess, to be honest, he's pretty fast, so he can just heal kinda while coming back onto this side, and this AP is buying a ton of time for Neutron. I think he instant revived, and he's trying to buy a scroll here so he can fight better. Yeah, gets a healing scroll. You better not get intercepted again, though, because there is always gonna be an entangle available. But Neutron has no army, essentially. He has 2 Huntresses. Oh, they intercepted the other TC. There's still a stomp available. He makes it out with a stomp of his own. And that TC is getting dangerously close to level 5 here. There's double healing scrolls. They're gonna have to use one of those very soon, I think. They go for the Priestess again. Stomp's available here. Careful. They should buy more Invulns on those TCs. Oh my god. The Priestess falls again. INSUP might have to TP. Oh my god, he's screaming at OC right now. He's like, move! I need to pull back. And they already used both scrolls. Oh my god, they're going for the TC. There's no TP! No way! Back to the lobby! They get the snipe on the Torn Chieftain and now they're on the chase. And they're gonna send them back to the lobby, quite literally. Team NA on full EU host wins the first series very convincingly.